Hi guys, welcome to a 60-second mortgage update. So listen, there's a couple great pieces of news I want to share with you. The first one is we've had a little bit of a pullback in interest rates. We're now back below 5%, which is awesome. Between 4.8 and 4.75, just depending on where we are with down payment and credit scores and those types of things. But if we can stay below 5%, man, things are looking great. Another nice thing that just came out this morning was there's 368,000 on initial jobless claims that came out this morning, which is well below the expectations of 400,000. We're starting to see a little bit of momentum and a little bit of a trend below that 400,000 line, which is a very positive thing for the economy. Now remember, as that's a good thing for the economy, it's a bad thing for interest rates. This is the writing on the wall that is going to forecast that we're going to see some economic growth and possibly inflation, which is the big scary thing to mortgage interest rates, and higher mortgage rates. So I've just prepared a brand new article, which I got from my friends at kcmblog.com. If you're not subscribing to them, please go to kcmblog.com and subscribe to them. But we've created an article and I've attached it here. If you'll scroll straight down, there's a Word document that I've attached. Please forward that, use that with your buyer clients. It's a great analysis on where we are with mortgage interest rates and how the cost of owning a home, meaning interest rate plus mortgage rates over 30 years, is at the lowest that it's going to get. That coupled with this morning's jobless news, or initial jobless claims news, is exactly the message that we should be sending to clients that this economy is turning the corner and this is the time. Anyways, just wanted to share that with you. Also, for you social media guys and gals, take this article, stick it on your blogs or your websites, then go up to Facebook and Facebook back to your blogs and bring people back to your own blogs and your own websites so you start bringing some traffic in. That's just a little social media tip for the day. Hope you're doing well out there, and if there's anything else I can do for you, give me a shout. Take care.